Welcome back, everybody. Some more BeamNG.Drive Cardurance here on Bajarama. Today we are going to be taking these four lovely rally cars along the course to see how they do. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, rally cars, they should do really well here. They're not exactly made for the big jumps. I mean, they handle some of the stuff better, but they're still low to the ground and their suspension is a bit stiffer. So once it starts going out, things will probably not go so well. Like with off-road vehicles, the suspension is so soft that it just crunches to the ground. But with these, with the suspension being harder, when it does give out, it's gone. So, without further ado, we'll get started with our first one, which is, there we go, the Bishopesse. Get her started up and let's get on the track. Well, these all have decent speed to them, except for the Covette's kind of meh, because it's not all-wheel drive, so it doesn't have quite the amount of takeoff. But they should all get around the area decently quickly and slowly start falling apart. And we're hitting the first jumps here, yeah. Plenty of speed to make it over. But we'll just see how long that actually lasts. Yeah, that one, already we're bouncing around quite a bit there. As long as the speeds are right, it does handle it quite well, but I don't think that'll be the case when we hit stuff too fast like that, or too slow like this is about to be. Yeah. Oh, radiator actually survived that. Our exhaust is damaged. Front plate is, or the skid plate is dragging on the ground, and I think that our right front wheel's pulled out slightly to the right, but it's still going along pretty strong for now. That one was too fast. And that actually has done it. This thing is already dead. I can't... Yeah, there's no power to it, so... It's just going to stay here in this little divot. Try to move it off the side a little bit. I guess it's got a little go, but... Yeah, already to 6th gear. So yeah, while they can handle some of this kind stuff a bit better, the slightest miss bump and everything goes ahead. Because that one landing broke both the rear drive shaft and the axle to the front right, so that's done for. So we'll move on to the next, which is the Etekcity series. And hopefully this goes a little bit better. If I start going through them too fast, I might have to grab a couple more cars. This thing doesn't have as much speed as the Etekcity, as the Pessima did. But it's got decent control, and it's got a little bit more suspension to it. Although it is already pulling off to the right. I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't quite have enough speed for that there, unfortunately. That's... How'd that door end up like that? That's weird. But yeah. Actually, I had pretty good speed along there. Now let's just see how we do on the radiator killer, radiator springs, whatever you want to call it. Kind of ended up to the left, but it actually survived it pretty well. I think we might have better results than the last run. Speaking of last runs, it's coming into view. Hello, Pessima. And we go for a roll here. Oh, we're going to land back on our wheels. Now, I'm not liking the looks of that rear wheel. And I know I'm supposed to be pushing these to their limits, but like as fast as they can go, but I really need to start slowing down on that corner. Or on that straight. Really? That just broke the axle, that landing? Oh, and something's artifacting. That's lovely. I'm not sure if this... Okay, it does still have power, just kinda meh. Maybe this thing's actually only rear-wheel drive. I thought it was all-wheel drive, but it might not be. Come on, get going. Well, at this rate, it's not going to get up enough speed to do much to itself, but its radiator is blown, so it's going to die out eventually. Just try and see how far we can push it in its crippled state. Ow. We are getting above 20 miles per hour, so it's still within the limits of what needs to be to keep going. It's just not very fast and a little annoying to control. Well, by a little annoying, I mean a lot annoying, but... Turbocharger's overheating. But this thing, I forgot to mention it, but we did complete our first lap this thing. So... this is an improvement over the last one, even though this thing's main issue brought it up in the same point. Yeah, I'm not quite used to bringing such fast vehicles around this course, so I think I'm going to need to start slowing down for that one jump. Although I don't know exactly what speed I need to be going on it, so... I'll still probably be going too fast. And if we can keep control of it, we might make it back to Radiator Springs. I don't think the pinging has started yet. Whoa, whoa. Come on. Oh, it seems like our right front wheel is now dead. Oh no, it's just bent that far off at the moment. Dang. Nope. I think... Yep. Okay, it's I think it's done. We're... Actually, does it still have a get up and go? Nope. Became a one-wheel wonder, but... that is it for the Etekcity series rally car. Made it decently far. Made it to the Radiator Killer. Radiator Springs on its... well, it completed one lap. It was on its second lap. So it did decently enough. So let's move on to the next one. The Corvette. Now this thing isn't as fast. Doesn't have quite as much acceleration and such. And it's front-wheel drive only, so if anything does happen to the front wheels, we are screwed on both steering and power. But maybe this thing can hold it together a bit better. Who knows? Oh, come on. Get your power up. So, unlike the other two, did not make it clear over that jump, and that was a weird camera angle that it did there. Oh. Let's see. Ooh. Wow. I think I'm going to have to add some more vehicles, because... Oh wait, we're still going. It's not meeting the speed required, but... Yep, there we go. It's dead. Yeah, I think we're going to grab a couple more vehicles, because these things are just dropping like flies. And we're on to the Sunburst, and I've added the Pic Elina to run next. And I might end up doing another one, it all depends on how long these can last, because I do have limited time for this. But, with how quickly these have been dropping, I don't quite expect to really be pushing my time. But now, the Sunburst, it's quite fast, and drifts like a beast, although it's kind of not liking this dirt all that much. Kind of acting a little bit weird compared to what I'm used to with it. But then again, I'm used to running it around the Gymkhana port map, so I'm used to it on asphalt. But this thing is quite fast, but it is... The front axles are made of glass. It's not going to hold up. We've taken a hit to the front bumper already, but that's not too bad. Ooh, we just did it again. We're now dragging our rear bumper. Our front shield is kind of looking down a little bit as we pass up the covert. Oh, come on. Stop landing all wonky. And as we fly over the ETKI series. Now this is the corner that I'm not the corner, this straight that I'm really going to have to hold back a little bit on towards the end, so that we don't obliterate everything. Still a little fast, but there we go. Oh, nope, we're rolling. So even though I slowed it down a bit, we still ended up rolling, and ah, shit! We actually jumped over it there. Our radiator's leaking now, and our rear tire is bent. And I guess when I said the front tire, or front axle's made of glass, I really should have said all the axles. Because if you hit anything just barely wrong, they tend to bend out weird. Oh, going off the course now. Will you land on your wheels? Nope. Shut her down and get her rolled back over. It's looked better. Let's keep it on... Really? Well, apparently it just wants to be a slinky or something today. I don't know. Get it rolled. Come on. Had a weird camera angle there and didn't want to mess with it. There we go. Now we're going to... Well then. Just going to be like that today, are ya? Let's try this again. Are you going to make it a stretch without rolling? Thank you. Oh. Yeah. This thing, it's... Both rear wheels are already kind of given up. The front one's actually holding out better than I expected. But its suspension is not liking this. Oh, come on, stay on the track. Oh god. Kinda... Why are you like this today, car? Yeah, it does not seem to like the dirt on this map. I don't understand why. But so long as... Oh, coolant is now overheating. But so long as we don't snap anything off. Oh. Oh. Yeah, now it's... I just want to pause for a moment. That's with the steering wheels completely straight. Now they are completely foobarred. Like I said, glass axles. But let's continue it. Yeah, I'm expecting that front left axle to break any moment now. Come on, turn to the right. I said to the right, not towards the building. Oh, well. But it has now taken the lead of today's contenders. As it rolled past Etekcity series on the second lap. Oh, come on, get turned. Piston rings are now damaged, so this thing's got limited time. Head gasket's just blown. And we're going to go for another roll. Could you please just stay on your wheels? Heck, at this point, it might not even restart now. Oh, it did. Gun it. Get what little power we have left in it out of it. I am so surprised this thing is running anymore with the... Stop turning to the left! We just... Oh, yep, there goes the front left axle. But with how much can't everything there is, it just makes no sense that anything runs on this car anymore. Usually the slightest cant would have broken this thing to pieces. Or broken its drive to pieces. Oh, we're doing a 360 now. I mean, this is the hardest I've seen the Sunburst, well, the Rally Sunburst, ever push when it started taking damage like this. Oh, rear left axle broken now. So, if it holds first place, it definitely deserves it. And that's where it's going to die. So, I'm going to just shimmy it off to the side a little bit here. Oh, come on. There we go. As you were, but more off to the side. Yeah, both left axles just gone. Right side, it took some hits, but wasn't too bad yet. But that is all for the Sunburst. And we move on to the Pic Elina. Let's get this started up and get going. There we go. Now this car is neither fast nor agile. I mean, I guess it's decent with steering on pavement, but a little bit slighty here. It's the only rear-wheel drive vehicle we've ran here yet. I thought about running the Miramar, but Miramar makes everything jittery on this map. I don't quite know why. Well, not the Miramar itself, the Rally Mirror mod I have, so this doesn't quite seem to like this map, so unfortunately we won't be running that. But Pic Elina so far has been making smooth landings out of everything. Not the fastest, but its suspension seems to be quite amicable. It doesn't send you bouncing around as much, it actually kind of absorbs it a bit more. But can it make this? Oh, it actually did make that jump. I'm honestly surprised. This thing might do a little bit better here than I was expecting. I mean, but then again, I didn't expect the Sunburst to take first place because I was expecting it to snap its axles and lose its drive after the first radiator springs jump, but things can surprise you as we bounce along. Uh-oh. Keep it together. Oh, that was driving two wheels. Yeah, we've taken a hit to the front now. We are pulling to the right. Oh, taking another hit to the front. Yeah, that's... What was all that? But yeah. This is where this thing starts to have problems. All those hits to the front has just crumpled the suspension. So when we get in the air here, I'll show you. That wheel is now almost above the underside of the body, so it's not really doing much anymore. This one's still down quite a bit, but yeah. Now it's not. So now we have a lowrider. But so long as this lowrider can keep on the road, I'll allow it. Come on. And the steering, you can see it doesn't actually kind of angle the way it's supposed to for steering. It's more of angling than turning at this point. Oh, apparently we're doing a spin now. Oh, come on. There we go. But yeah, I'm actually honestly surprised this didn't happen to the front end at all when I did the retro... Oh, come on, stop spinning out. I'm trying to drift you, not spin you out. But yeah, I'm honestly surprised this didn't happen at all while I was doing the retro rally on Rally Park video. This thing, I guess I just landed everything just right with it. Because it didn't take all that many hits at all to do that. And I forgot to mention, we're on the second lap. Gosh, I've just been so distracted with the wonkiness of the front wheels. Oh, now this is a predicament. That one took another mighty bash. It's no longer going to be touching the ground. Well, isn't this just a predicament? So yeah, we've only got one steering wheel on the ground now. But she still steers somewhat. We are... Oh, come on. Our left front corner is now grinding on the ground, and it's just going to be causing that a lot. Am I just driving a bunch of balls? They're rolling everywhere. Come on, get turned. There we go. Seems to turn a little bit better to the right than the left. I wonder why. Oh, wheelie! And crushed-y. And we are upside down again. Oh, come on, let me grab onto you. And I'm seeing a possible issue. Yeah. This thing, I can tell you now. Yep. Oh, there's a building there. Yeah, this thing no longer has steering, so... Back up a little bit here. There we go, this is about where it ended. So, it did take away second place by making it over that jump, but it can go no longer. And here you have it. Here our lineup of how they did. In first place over here, we have the Sunburst, which completed, I'd say, about 1 3/4 laps, dying due to both left axles failing. So you can probably tell by that one being stuck out to the side. And in second place, the Pic Elina rally, course rally. It died too. Well, actually, the wheels are touching the ground now that I dropped it here, but they were not touching a little bit ago. But yeah, it could not steer anymore, and so it died just past Radiator Springs on its second lap. And then in third place, we have the Etekcity series, which died in Radiator Springs on its second lap. And then in fourth place, whoa, if I can get out of all the other vehicles, we have the Pessima, which died due to too much speed. Bounced around a bit and lost its ability to put power down. And finally, in last place, the Covette, which for some reason just decided it didn't want to race, and after a small bump on the front end, the front left axle died and it could not put power down. So there you have it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this rally version of Cardurance on Bajarama, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.